Hi everyone and welcome back to Me Talk TV. It's Rena and I'm so happy that you are joining me on today. Today we are talking about, y'all know what it is, bed bugs, but we're going to also be talking about fleas and roaches and all of that stuff. We're gonna get on the topic of these other ones as well because we need to get rid of all of them, okay? Especially if you have pets because you want to get rid of them fleas, okay? Those are not fun at all either. Okay, so if you want to see all of that, please stay tuned. Okay, so welcome back. I'm just excited on today, y'all. I'm so excited to be back on today. Y'all know it's probably been probably a day or two that I've not been on here. But anyway, let's get this thing started. So we're gonna start off with the roaches first, y'all, because they are my worst enemies as well. Y'all hate roaches with everything that I have in me. Okay, they crawl everywhere. They crawl into anything. They get everywhere. So that's one reason why I hate them so much. And I've been talking about bed bugs a lot, so we're gonna get to that at the end of this video, y'all. But we're going to start off with the stinking, nasty, disgusting, ugly, two antenna roaches, okay? And my daughter has this thing, y'all. She always calling people a roach or something like that. You like, that's not my friend. That's not my friend. I ain't no roach. Don't call me no roach. She does that in a plain way, y'all, all the time. Like, hey, what you doing, roach? Or, you know how teenagers do. You know how they do. They come up with stuff. You're like, what? Where you get that at? You know? But anyway, we're going to get started. Um, Now we had roaches back in the day when we lived in this house, y'all, and I grew up with them. I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. They were in my house, you know. Thought they were part of my family when I grew up with them, you know. When I lived with my mama, I'm like, where these come from? Well, who are they? What are they? You know. But my kids, they did not know about roaches. They did not know, y'all, until we got them. You know, they were lost. Like, what is that? What is that? And I'd have to tell them, y'all, that's a roach, okay? That's what that is. And as embarrassing as that sound, you know, I don't mind telling y'all because listen, we all have things in our house sometimes. Don't sit there and pretend like you ain't had no roach. Come on. You've had one or two or three or four or five or a million, okay? So I'm just saying, y'all, they are not fun. They are not pretty. And I find myself getting really mad when I see one. Like I'm gonna smush the mess out of it. Okay, I don't care if I got a book, whatever. I'm finna smash it really hard. Okay, cause I'm mad. I don't want them. I don't like them. I don't, this and that. Um, but I find it kind of hard to get rid of roaches when you're living in an apartment or something because it's like if your neighbor has roaches, listen, they're hard because if they're not trying to get rid of them and you are, it's like they're study coming to your home because they have not put their foot down and tried to get rid of them. So you got to deal with them double hard. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in a house, it's easier because you don't have neighbors that's right close next by or, just that close to you. So you can get what you need to get rid of them. Okay. And I'm going to tell you the first thing to do to get rid of roaches, y'all. You need to go and get the things that will spray each room and you leave your house. The raid, I forgot what they call them, but we call them bombs, of course. And you just let them spray the whole room, each room, okay? And then you leave the house, and then when you come back, you open up all the windows and you let it fumigate. You get all of that stuff out of your home. But then they're not going to all be dead. And it's like, why wouldn't they all be gone? Like, no, they're still crawling, some of them, y'all. That's how bad they are. So what we did when we lived in a house, we got the raid. Y'all, let me just say it in the comments because right now I'm not thinking. My mind ain't thinking. I know y'all know what this is, so just put it in the comment section for somebody that needs to know. But anyway, we call it bombs. You get those and you just let them spray your room, okay? And then we would get this bait, y'all. We went and got the bait for the roaches. You can just type that in, bait, roach bait, all of that, and that will pop up. It'll tell you what to get. And you just go around your countertops, your cabinets, all of that. And that stuff is pretty messy, y'all. I ain't going to even lie, it's messy. But it did get rid of the roaches, y'all. I'm telling you. We were sweeping up roaches like left and right, like, but I was so happy to be roach free. I was like, oh my goodness, like this stuff really works. So that is how you get rid of roaches if you like. And my mom did have, like, back in the day, board acid. That's another way to get rid of them. But I just didn't know how to use the board acid. I went and got some, but I didn't know what to do, how to use it. See, my uncle back in the day, he knew how to use board acid. He would put it with something, draw the roaches in, and honey, they would eat that stuff and it would take them out. So yes, so there are plenty of good ways to get rid of the roaches. You can, bait them, draw them to whatever you're trying to kill them with. Um, so that is it on the roach thing. Okay, now we're gonna get to the fleas, honey. The fleas. But I'm gonna tell y'all first, but things the bad about roaches is that they crawl into anything. You can have a radio, they'll crawl in there. Anything that they can crawl in, they'll crawl in. I don't care if it's your mouth, your ears, your nose, all that. Listen, before you go to bed, wrap your ears up real good because you don't want them getting in your ears, okay? So they can crawl into anything. So make sure that you wrap your head up at nighttime. Don't go to sleep with your ears open. Now, your nose, I ain't never heard of them getting up in your nose. I don't know. But it's a hole. It's a hole there. So they crawl into anything. And yeah, you just want to make sure your ears are protected, because I did hear that somebody got one in their ear. They had to go get surgery, all of that. So make sure that you are covering up at nighttime. Sleep with your mouth closed if you don't want a roach in your mouth, okay? Because unfortunately, I woke up when I was younger with one when I stayed with my mom. And I was like, I think they can smell food on your breath. So make sure you're brushing your teeth at night, mouth rinse, all of that, y'all. And I'm not being funny. I'm being real with this thing, okay? So do that at nighttime, okay? Keep your mouth closed when you're. And I know it's hard for some of us because we breathe out of our mouth when we sleep, and our nose, we're snoring, we're doing all of that stuff. Because I can't really breathe out of my nose like that. So it's like I try to sleep with my hand kind of like this. Sleep with your hand kind of close to your mouth if there's roaches in your house, okay? Make sure you're doing it. But anyway, let's get to the fleas, y'all. The fleas, the fleas, the fleas. They are bad. They are some bad boogers. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm being a little funny and goofy today, but fleas are bad, okay? They are bad, y'all. I mean, I don't know how else to describe them. I mean, it's just like the bed bugs, but I don't know which one is worse, okay? You get these fleas in your house, you get your pet, I've heard there's some things that you can get for your pet that you won't have to worry about these fleas, though. Like, I think there's some kind of pill that people put in their dog food and stuff like that. So when they go out, the fleas won't stick to them and won't get on them and all of that. So if you are having a problem with fleas and you don't want to get rid of your pet, get there's a pill, I believe. I don't know what it is because I've never gotten one for my dog. When I had one, of course, that will stop that. Okay, it would just stop that. But they are bad, y'all. Like, I noticed when we had the dog for a while that all of a sudden he had fleas. I was like, what is going on here? Now, I knew about fleas, but of course, I was like, our dog got fleas? Like, are you serious? And they brought him, and they brought it in the house, y'all. In the house. Like, no. So the fleas would be on him. I was taking this dog baths probably 2 to 3 times a day, more than I was taking my own self a bath, because I was trying to get rid of the fleas. Like, what is really going on? Like, I feel like I'm bathing this dog more than I'm bathing my own self. Like, what? Like, I'm sorry, y'all. That is just so funny. Like, I mean, at the time, it wasn't funny. I was upset. Like, why am I giving this dog more baths than I'm giving my own self? I take a bath like, you would do every day. You know what I'm saying? But you giving a dog 2 to 3 times a day because they got fleas, and it's like, ugh, And then I start noticing that I would lay in my bed at nighttime, and I would feel little stings. Like, what is this? Like, stuff is biting me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like fleas are to the point where you can't too much hardly see them because they're so small, but they're flying around, y'all. And I remember I used to see this commercial where it'd be fleas all over the place, like on this, if y'all seen that commercial, put it down and say, yeah, I seen that commercial where there's fleas that's all over the place in your house, like everywhere. And you're like, wow, like never thought that would happen to me. But y'all, they would just bite at nighttime. I was like, I got to come up with something to stop that, to stop the bites, to get rid of them, period. So our dog ran away. So we didn't have the dog no more after that. And I was like, okay, well, I guess the fleas will be gone. Lo and behold, they were still there. Like, okay, like how long are they gonna last? What's going to happen? So I get online, I do some research. I'm like, let me figure this thing out, like what to do to get rid of them because they were still there. Like, what is going on? Like, they should be gone. If my dog is gone, they should be gone. So I did some research online. I was like, let me get on here and see what I can do to get rid of these bed bugs, right? So it said you could get lemon, uh, and mix it with some oil, and that'll keep the bites down. You know what I'm saying? Or that'll keep, So I would I would mix up some lemon and some oil and rub it on my skin, y'all, and be like, because that would keep them from biting. Is what I was told, and it worked, y'all. That stuff worked like a charm. And then it said mix some lemon up with what was it? I think it was lemon and water. I mixed up, and I would just spray it around the house, y'all. All of that, y'all. Let me tell you, it took at least probably 4 months to get rid of these fleas, but I did because I stayed on top of it, just like I'm doing with the bed bugs. When I had bed bugs, I stayed on top of it, like I tell y'all all the time. But I didn't know it would take that long for fleas to be out of your life, finito, gone. Like, really? You would think it would take some weeks or something, especially when the pet is gone. But I guess it'd be so many of them that it's so hard to just really get rid of. But I'm telling y'all, try the lemon water and spray it around your home. And then get you some oil, mix it with lemon, and then rub it on your skin. And I'm telling you, that really helped with the bites. That helps them to stop biting because they don't like lemon. That's something they don't like. Okay. So yeah, I love to go and do my research on things like what to do, how to do, get rid of this stuff because I don't like it. Like, no, and I haven't had no fleas in years. Like, thank you. I'm so happy about that, y'all. So if you are suffering with fleas, that is one of the things to do. Okay. Um, let's see what else. And you also, I think you can do the little alcohol thing in your rug, all of that stuff as well. But let's go on to the bed bugs. Y'all know what to do to get rid of these bed bugs, y'all. I tell y'all all the time, but if you're new here we go. You need your steamer, you need your alcohol, and you need your baking soda. Those are the three things that is going to get rid of bed bugs totally finito. And if you have not got your hands on the baking soda, the alcohol, and the steamer, you need to get your hands on that, which will be down in the description box. Just go down there, search it, and you will have your hands on the thing that will get rid of them totally finito. You won't have no more, not coming back around here no more. Getting rid of bed bugs. So make sure that you go in that description. I will have that all down there in the bottom. Now the steamer is just to kill them straight on contact. It's just that simple. They're gonna die. Soon as you put the heat on them, they're gone. Okay. But you're still gonna have to take that extra mile to go get. You need your alcohol and your baking soda because that's gonna kill them over the long term. That's gonna destroy their eggs. That's gonna destroy their foundation. So wherever that foundation is, you need to be at that foundation, putting that stuff on there. Okay. Getting your steamer on that foundation where they started from, because that is what you're going to get rid of them if you start with that foundation. But search. You've got to go look for it. You've got to find the foundation of where these bugs are. Okay. So that's one of the things I had to do, but I didn't start like that. Like I tell you all the time, I started on my couch. I had them on my couch so bad. I was like, let me do this couch. So I did that and everything. Then when I found the foundation, y'all, that's where I went and I started steaming there. I got my alcohol. Then I got my baking soda, went around the floorboards, all of that stuff. And I even sprayed like the alcohol like in the middle of the floor, like on the carpet. And, you just want to make sure that you are doing that because it dries them out. The baking soda and the alcohol dries them out. So that's how they kill them over time, okay? So that's what you do. And also, I want you all to please, please, please go down, and I will have that down there linked as well. Audible, Amazon Audible. If you love to read books, if you love to listen to podcasts, which I have a podcast called Me Talk, you will get 3 months free off on Audible. You will get 3 months free. So you want to go and take advantage of that on today. Help your girl out as well. So that will help me as well if you go and do the Audible, okay? Sign up for 3 months free. If you absolutely love to read books, or you're going to listen to the books, of course, because it's Audible, okay? And the podcast. So, yeah, so go and take advantage of that for you, girl. I just really appreciate you all being nice, doing what y'all do. If you watch these videos all the way to the end, that is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. If you uh, just go through the commercials, I really appreciate that as well. Listen, all these things help us out, okay? And I really appreciate that so much. But I thank you on today. If you have gotten your hands on your steam, your alcohol, and your baking soda, I appreciate that as well. Thank you all for that. But I really appreciate you for implementing this stuff, doing what you're supposed to do, the work, because you are telling me in the comments that you have gotten rid of these bugs, and that really helps me, and that really makes me happy, because it's like I don't feel like I'm doing this thing for nothing, okay? Like, I'm doing these videos and it's working for you guys. So that is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do some shout outs on today. So that is why I'm looking over here. I'm going to get my computer over here set up ready for these shout outs for the comments, because I have a few comments. Let's see. So we're going to go ahead with the shout outs. Okay, y'all know that Roxanne, my girl, always comment. Thank you so much, Roxanne Matthews Baker. She says steamer, alcohol, and baking soda. That is right. We need you to get this steamer, alcohol, and a baking soda, because that all works. I'm giving you a heart right now, and shout out to you always. Roxanne Matthews Baker says, hey girl, hey to you too. And I want to give you a heart. Thank you so much for your comment. And thank you for always commenting. You're the number one commenter right now. And I really do appreciate your time. You don't really have to comment. Don't nobody have to comment. But thank you all and everybody for your comments on today. And I really appreciate you for watching the video. You don't have to come on here and take your time out to watch my video. So I like to thank you for that out there. Thank you so much for just participating in the videos, for doing just support, just for your support, just for being here. Thank you so much. I thank you. Just be blessed on today. Today is going to be a great day. I want you to start saying it today. Today is going to be a great day. I'm going to be happy no matter what's going on. I'm going to be positive. It's going to be a positive day. Just be happy out there on today. Because listen, it doesn't afford you to be upset, mad, grumpy, mean at the world. Just be happy and be nice and be kind and be loving. I love you guys, and be blessed.